Hi, my name is Alicia Redshaw and I own Scrapbook Fantasies in Gladstone, Queensland. This scrap-along video was originally recorded live at the Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page. If you would like to watch it live and see all of the live comments as discussed in the video, please go to the Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page. Thank you and enjoy.
Hello everybody. Hello. I'm just going to find the video and finding the video. And there we are. We've got one person watching. That could be Naomi-Jon.
No, it wasn't. I was on another page.
Oh, Naomi-Jon was on another page. And I am going to like that. Hello Donna. Hello Rosemary. And okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, welcome to Friday Night Live, and we're going to use Robot Antics tonight. We'll see how it goes. This week we're trialing having the phone lower and closer to the screen, so we're trialing how that goes. Okay, and where do I have to go here? I think I have to go this way. Rightio, so let's go through. So this is paper 1 in Robot Antics, which isn't released till this Monday coming, but you can pre-order a pack, and we did pre-orders a bit silly. We send the packs out ahead of time, just so you know. We're a bit naughty. So this is paper number 1. And I was putting barcodes on them, but we only sell them in our store. So you can only buy these in Scrapbook Fantasies. I design the paper. Well, I put the paper together and design it and that, and it's printed in Queensland for us. And it's printed on high quality, archival, acid-free and lignin-free 190 GSM paper, but it's a good 190 GSM. It's the best possible quality we could get it printed on. It is offset printed, which is the gold standard kind of printing for scrapbooking. So that's paper number 1. I actually have an idea for using this, but I'm not going to do it tonight because it doesn't match what I'm doing. And let's put these here. And then this is paper number 2. And it's got the piece of paper that Amelia and I called Build-A-Bot. We are going to use that tonight. It's paper number 2. I made this green. I did lots of adjustments to make this green because I wanted something that was really different. Yeah, it's hard to get nice greens for boys stuff. And a lot of this paper, I've got 2 boys. Well, Quentin and I have got 2 boys, and the boys are 9 years apart, or almost 9 years apart. And the thing is, I've got photos of my boys together, and there are an older boy and a younger boy. So I wanted paper that I could use for both, and for teenagers too. So I think this would be great for men and teenagers. My husband's a diesel fitter by trade, so I think this is going to be great. I've got lots of pictures of him head down, butt up, fixing something. So this is paper number 3. And it's got the first of the 2 grid papers, so these are good for patchwork pages or cards, and I mean, the printers do such a great job. The detail in these glitter stars is just divine. So
Everyone seems to be having a very good postage day today.
oh, they're all getting parcels, are they? That is wonderful. Large box of goodies yesterday. Well, glad, Marge. Awesome. This is paper number 4. This is your second of your grids, and it's something that's been on our drawing board for a while. It's a black and white grid. So you've got 2 different robot prints, and they've got some other, some that are 2 different spots, the inverse, or the spots in the reverse but they're not exactly the same, and they're quite graphic, but then you've got some hand-drawn patterns, which are really cool. And then this one, Milton loves this one. It's like a squishy paint, which works in well with this piece, this is the green I was sort of mimicking. I'm going to do a yellow piece coming up in the next couple of months. Not in the next 2 months, but I think I'm going to have to incorporate some yellow. I'm seeing that there's some missing yellows in papers in the industry. And then this is paper number 5, the first of the fussy cut sheets. We've got our big fussy cuts on paper 2, which I always do on paper 2. This is my 4th pattern paper range, so you'll see some trends flowing through. So we've got robots here, and this is so you can use this outer bit as a frame for a page. I just find that when it's an all over fussy cut sheet, yeah, sometimes I want to use the print on the back. Like, you could make a frame out of this, but this is used. I designed this piece of paper originally to use as part of this when I made this design. So this piece of paper is actually within this piece of paper. So yeah, I thought this was a really good one for a teenager. If you're doing, you could even do, you know, like a boy standing next to the car that he goes to prom in. You know what I mean? How you want something that's sort of smart and sophisticated, but still indicates that it's a teenage boy, like a 17 or 18-year-old boy. And do you know what I mean? Like, or wedding cars. I just wanted something that was a little sophisticated, but still masculine without being foofy, like the terminology. And this is paper number 6. They'll have words down the bottom, and when you get to the end, the words that I wanted extras of, like robots and a few of the others, get repeated on the last few pages because I wanted extras of some of them. I used this on a nautical page last weekend. My last Friday Night Live uses this, and this is cogs orange stucco frame. And you'll see that when you use the papers, you can actually do turnovers with a lot of the papers, and they're a nice contrast, and that's intentional. Contrasting turnovers. What was I going to say? Must have been crap. Can't remember. Oh, these cogs. So, we are actually going to have these cogs in colour cuts. So we'll actually have colour cuts of cogs, but they're in more sizes, like smaller. Not quite as big as this in the colour cuts, but they'll be a lot smaller, and there'll be lots in the pack. And there's lots of different colours, like there's red and orange and yellow, lime green, a bluey teal and a greeny teal, this sort of blue. So there's lots of different colours in our cog colour cuts, and they don't come out until Monday. You're going to have to bear with us because Naomi-Jon only drove home from Brisbane today, or drove back from Brisbane today. So, yeah. We've been a little bit chaotic at home here. Funny story. This is, you know, how to burst my bubble. I bought Noah. I had to buy him really big shirts to get them long enough. If you know my Noah, you'll know that he's super tall. He's over 6'4" and he's only just 14.5. So I bought size 20 shirts for him for school. And lo and behold, when he went to put one on this morning, it was a girl shirt. So we have to wait for the uniform shop to open on Monday to get a replacement. Yeah, it was a funny start to the day. So he had to go to school in a shirt that was a little short. He just couldn't put his arms in the air. Okay, so this is one of the titles that's going to be with Robot Antics, and it says robots. So I'm thinking we might need to use that. Thinking I like this. And these are just a couple of the flare buttons that come with the collection. So I'm just testing. I know I have to turn a light out. So these are just a couple of the flare buttons that are available. Everyone that's bought a Robot Antics pre-order pack gets a word flare button. So we do put a free flare button in every pack. So the papers are, it's that one. The papers are $1.80 each, or if you buy a pack, it's $19.80, and it's 2 each of the 6 papers. So they work out to be $1.65. So I'm going to build a robot, or maybe 2. So these have been done so that they're simple shapes. They're nice and easy to use. To cut. Oh God, this cut's beautiful. I do love cutting this paper. And you know, so we talked to a lot of different printing companies in Queensland. We decided we were only going to deal with someone in Queensland, and we had talked to quite a few, and then we had been in discussions with this particular company for a while, talking about what we wanted to do or what we thought we wanted to do. And then when COVID came along, we sort of put it on the back burner, even though it was going to be, what we were going to do was get a year or 6 months of paper ranges organized and then start releasing them, so we'd be together, all ready to go, like it'd all be organized. But we've actually been working on the fly, so as we get stuff done, we're actually releasing it. So what we ended up doing, we had some meetings and we discussed what we liked and what we thought we wanted. And then our guy came back to us with an even better option. It is dearer. I'm going to tell you, this paper's a lot dearer than what we thought we wanted, but it is way, way nicer. So I've got the little base wheelie thing. How about I cut out the things I like, and then we might go from there. So I really want to use that. And I really like these weird hands. This is the first I've actually done with this paper. I just don't get a lot of time. Today was the first time this week I've got to design product because I've got a lot of things on the go. But I do have some stuff for the next few weeks pre-designed. On Monday we actually have Robot Antics coming out, but we also have a mini collection called A Day to Remember coming out, and it's got with it, Naomi, some words and colour cuts.
Yeah, it's got a lot to go with it. Let's go into all the cuts we can.
A lot of it's ready to go.
Just as a side note, guess how many textbooks my design subject has?
How many?
4.
4.
Yeah, and all of them are like $55 and $42.
Okay, we'll discuss that afterwards.
Oh no, 3 are recommended, 1 is prescribed.
Well, do we have any of them? Oh, we might.
They're all about typography.
I've got one typography textbook from uni.
It's not like typography.
So, I finished I pulled at the diploma level doing visual art theory in June. So you can't do a full bachelor externally in visual art. Well, you probably can from some places, but not at a Queensland university. So I am enjoying not writing essays about art and art theory. Okay. I do like this. Isn't that cool? Sorry, I digress. I should really read some of the comments. Picked my pack of paper up today. Looks stunning. Does Roy? It was so cool seeing you. Where are we? I'm just trying to find the mouse. Where's the mouse? There it is. Right, I'm going to have a look at the comments. I should look at the comments because I got two cranky faces after last Friday night's video, and I'm feeling very subconscious that I have to be good. Oh, awesome, Donna. Have you done any fussy cutting yet? It is really clear. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, the paper, yes. Yes, it's beautiful paper. I thought you were saying the video was clear, Cheryl. Awesome, Trish. Lovely talking to you on the phone this week too. Deborah. Yep. I'm so looking. It's an awesome word. It is. It took a long time, the word. It got redone, and then it got, you know, delete this and add that and clean this, because my cutting buddy doesn't like anything too intricate. She does crack up. I do have a cog border that I actually don't know if it's going to get released. I might just end up with 6 cog borders to give away as freebies, because she may go, no.
The reason why I have some boundaries when it comes to the cutting machines is because the most detailed and amazing cuts, which they are all amazing, but the ones that are really detailed and very,
are
very
buggered
pretty,
to peel and pick.
Are buggered to peel, but everyone loves them. So I know that I'm going to have to cut anything that Mum makes at least 100 times on a cameo. So if I can't peel it once, it's not going.
We do have some fun. Oh, I love this robot so far. Oh, look at that.
You're right there.
What's the matter?
At least I'm right next to you to tell you if there's a filter on your photo.
Yeah, there was a filter the other night. Yeah, that was funny, hey. Actually, Meredith, did you see I found week 48? Now, you know what? I have photographed the week 48 pages, and I can't find them on my iPad. I was sure I uploaded them, so I didn't go through my laptop today, my hard drive today, because my laptop went flat. I have flattened my laptop, a bit, because, as you know, Q is away. Don't bother ringing him at night or in the evenings, because he's not allowed to have his phone at work. Q is working away for the moment. It's only for 3 months, and I don't know how we're going to go getting through the 3 months. Oh, look, arms. Well, I know we can do.
I'm going to be here for a month.
So Naomi-Jon's here until the end of February. So, yeah, it's really hard. Di has been at work with me the last 3 days, and when I did school pick up the Savi, I dropped her at home because she is absolutely buggered. But we just we haven't got any cutting done. Didn't get a chance to do any design until today. And to finish off things, like I had to finish this robot word today and a cog border, or I've got other things to finish. I've got lots of half done things, and I spent over 3 hours. I probably spent 4 hours in the last 24 hours just on the cog color cuts alone, getting them just right so they cut perfectly and they fit beautifully, and it's a really good value. I like them to be good value. Sorry, I'm waffling. I really like the products we make to be good value. I think this red head. Just for you, Donna, we're doing a red head. Naomi-Jon's had a shower. It is good having, not Naomi-Jon, Amelia Ann's had a shower. It is good having Naomi-Jon home. The kids and I have, it's been a really, really long time since I completely parented long-term on my own. Because when our older children were little, Quentin was very, and even when they grew up a little bit, when we only had 2 children, Quentin was very career orientated. And then when we had Noah, he sort of woke up and he went, I missed all this, because he was very hands-on when he was in the army, when we only had Milton and when Milton was little. But once we had 2 kids, he felt he had to work harder. So I was on my own an awful lot with the kids. I was only home probably 1 week out of 4 for a while. So we I think my lights keep fluctuating. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But Noah's good. The kids think it's great because Mum's cooking all the meals. I don't cook a lot of meals. You teach other people to cook so you don't have to cook. So
They, that, or you could do a Melton thing, and he walks out at 7 p.m. and goes, "You can starve," and walks back into his bedroom.
he's meant to be cooking.
And washing up.
Oh dear. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this, guys, so he's like, yeah! He's dabbing. Oops. Whoopsie.
I have a good question for people. Why are textbooks so expensive?
Because they are.
But like, okay, so the university textbook shop is offering most of these books at a cheaper price, and you can get them anywhere else. But the actual one that's prescribed, not just recommended, but like physically you need it, it's like $30 cheaper to get it from Amazon.
Yep. Because they know that they tell you now, and you don't have time to get it from Amazon. Well, at least you can get yours. One of mine was absolutely required, and the only place I could get it from in the world was Book Depository, because the university had forgot to order it.
This is the design so we go. So there's 800 students going for the one book.
Yeah, well, that was that big red one, Naomi, that $300 textbook that we had to have. Right. Let's see about. There's an awful lot of red in this. Oh, that's weird. No. Then let's. I seem to be cutting out an awful lot of stuff. I don't know. Maybe fussy cutting this ahead of time would have been a good idea.
No, I wasn't going to suggest.
Okay. So maybe cutting all this out and then building a robot is a good idea. There's just too many options. Who does this to themselves? Like, really? Who does this to themselves? Whoopsie. That's really good because when you make a mistake, you can just edit it on the fly. Let's just rough cut this out. Okay. Oh, I haven't advertised it yet, but we have ordered the new cocoa vanilla. It's all ordered and paid for and ready to go. Well, hopefully.
I don't know.
Mid-February it is meant to be released, so ours is ordered and paid for. So, there we go. Oh, it's a girl bot.
I thought we were going redhead.
Oh, just don't pick on me, hey? We're just getting there.
I'm just stopping the revolution from coming at you, okay? I'm just gonna.
I'm just getting there. I've got an idea. I can do two bots.
We'll do a two-headed bot.
I could do a two-headed bot. Yes, I could do a Siamese bot. Sorry, everyone. Geez, I should have fussy cut this ahead of time. This is boring as bat crap for you guys watching this. Okay, talking of bats. So, Quentin is out Mara with some guy that's some organic farmer. Well, we basically do the same. We're urban farmers, but we are organic urban farmers because we don't use any pesticides or anything like that in our gardens. We use only stuff that's derived from the garden. I try not to use anything at all, actually. Currently using something on my chickens that's made from fossilized plant fossils. So he said that if bats fly over your yard and you've got chickens, then the bats can actually, the chickens eat the bat yuck, and then what happens is the chickens die. So yeah, that wasn't really good news today, hearing that. Sorry, I'm just...
Yes, Jacqueline, I'm glad you brought that up.
What?
It reminds me of the Robots movie, you know, the...
Yes, the Robots movie. Yeah, we've worn ours out. Kids love that movie.
That's not on any streaming services, though.
No, it's not on any streaming services, that movie. Sorry, I'm just cutting out a few extra bits. And you can see that I am editing this as I go. Does a bit. See a need, fill a need. And you know, when I was designing this paper, I had all the lines from that movie going through my head. Yeah. Naomi's typing madly. Sorry, I'm not reading the comments.
Oh, chickens can't eat avocados.
Chickens can't eat avocado.
Or potatoes.
No, he said potatoes not an issue. He said, but he said it's not really an issue. It's avocado skin, and you shouldn't let. Oh, what was the other animal he said shouldn't eat avocado skin? Goats. Goats shouldn't eat avocado skin either. It will kill them. So we've been giving our chickens avocado skin lately. Yep. I feel fabulous.
Ray says it's the same for horses as well with avocados.
Avocados are toxic apparently. This is the one I was looking for. So any of these you can edit. Need one more hand. And I think I need legs, but I'm going to cut one leg out. The legs are really long. I'm going to cut out one leg and cut it in half. Snip. Okay. I'm sure my light's strobing. It might be the power source. Okay. Sorry, I've got really sidetracked cutting stuff out here. It's a bit patchy. Look, it's weird. Oh, she looks like she's got a goiter. Angels is looking at me like I'm from another planet. Oh, she needs the same arm. Sorry. He's dancing. You like dancing. Okay, sorry. I have to dig out that Robots movie. It's a bit glitchy ours. It skips half the movie in the middle.
I wonder who created the movie?
Don't know. It's called Robots. It's a good movie. Kids loved it. Cyanide, Villanide. Quentin actually uses that saying a lot. Rightio. There we go.
Oh, it was Blue Sky Studios.
Oh.
It was pretty successful.
Rightio. No, he's looking this way. Okay. No, that's better. Okay. Let's go. So I've got this piece here, which is number 5. Let's put our 2 robots over here. Oh, there goes his neck. Now when you trim it, don't just trim the barcode off, because I give you a little tiny bit of leeway. Just a little bit, but there is a little tiny bit of leeway. See? So don't just trim it off. Rightio. And then what I want to do, I'm going to get out my weapon of mass destruction. Be I've got a glass mat. A scalpel here somewhere. And I'm going to cut this middle bit out, but I want it to be nice in the corners. I'm going to put this frame from paper number 5 on the top. So I'm putting my ruler on the bit that what I want to keep. Like that. And I want nice neat inner corners, so I'm going to actually cut it out with a craft knife.
Jacqueline says she likes the robots as
The robots are made.
Yeah.
They have real character. I think. Like, I could have just fussy cut out pre-made robots. Yep. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Rightio. Oh crap. Okay, and then okay, there's a lid. It's really imperative that I put the lid straight on that. Very, very dangerous. Could have used a bolt for its neck, eh? Okay, because there's bolts and things on here, and there is one mistake. See, there's two little white dots in the middle of nowhere? I make mistakes. And then let's put away this mat, because it's probably glaring at you. I haven't looked at the screen. I've really got no plan, but I really just wanted to use that piece of paper. And here, I have a piece of white cardstock.
Marie said that she doesn't notice the mistakes.
Sorry, I'm just... thinking. Oh, might have to change your features. Let's try a bolt. So this is paper number 5, and I'm just going to cut a bolt out. I like that they're... So you've got a choice with these, like you've got a white edge for fussy cutting, and it's a really opaque white this time, or you can just cut on the edge, because they're all sort of shapes that... Oh, look at that, she's got a turtleneck on.
Deborah said, don't feel bad about, you know, paper, like don't be too hard on yourself, because she was looking at some paper today and she found printer mistakes on someone else's paper.
So let's have a look here. So let's cut out the word crazy. crazy. This is on paper number 6. Crazy. I know I've got the word rural on here somewhere. Crazy robots rural. These are crazy robots. Maybe I could get Amelia Ann to draw some pictures of crazy robots. So when the prototypes came, some of you know, because you saw the prototypes on a video in the Creative Family group, our Creative Family group, when the prototypes of the paper arrived, Amelia Ann goes, she grabs a pair of scissors and she goes, oh, that's good, I really want to make those, I'll just snip them up and make myself a robot. I'm like, nah. So I'm just cutting these out a bit rough, like I'm not cutting them straight, I'm just cutting them a little bit crazy. Because these are crazy robots. Crazy robots rule. And robots. Let's do something with that word robots. Before we do that, let's pick something to mat our photos. Maybe we'll use this. And I've already used that. See? I am thinking I'm going to try and fit 3 4-inch by 4-inch, or 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 photos. So if I cut a 4-inch strip of this paper number 6, because I used this last weekend. I do love this piece of paper. I used it with mermaids last weekend, with my Mermaid Bliss collection. So I've got 1. 2. Whoops, there goes the hand. Maybe a foot. So these are 4 inches by 4 inches. But I'm going to try. Can but try. You've got to give me points for trying. And then, you know, she can wear a badge that says cool. You could have had a neck made out of
What number paper was that?
Number 6. Number 6. Number 6. Rightio. Something like that for 3 photos. Okay, so the robots word, I think it needs to be coloured. And I'm thinking, depending on how it cuts in black, not everything cuts well in black linen, but if it cuts well in black linen, what we will probably do is offer this robots word in black. But we do need to test drive it. So I've got emerald here. It's kind of like her head, isn't it? So let's do emerald. Maybe a bit of golden red. That's gonna make mine. Or I've got like, well, let's do that. Crackling campfire. But let's keep the emerald. I think we need the emerald. So I've got Crackling Campfire refill, or you could use the ink pad. A little bit of plastic. I know I'm on a messy mat, but I'm trying not to make a mess on my messy mat because I've got no baby wipes. So let's just put a little swizzle. And this is oxide, and I haven't really shaken it very well. And I've got it all over me now. See, hear the rally ball? Could you give me a tissue, please?
Jackson's asked more about the black gold ink.
Yeah, they look quite good. I might put a bit of it around the edge. Yep. So this is a complete and utter unmitigated disaster. I'm just using Crackling Campfire re-inker.
Okay.
So let's just sit that there. I don't know why I've got 2 bits of plastic. No, it just looks like a crime scene, doesn't it? Looks a lot like a crime scene. Oh, crud. Yep. Yep. Can't take me anywhere.
Are you using the distressed oxide one?
It is an oxide, yes. So let's do a bit of a, just a bit of a pat in that. And you could just use an ink pad in any colour and pick it up on here. And more crime scene. Kids are being very quiet. I'm getting suspicious. As you do when your children are quiet. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm going to put a bit of emerald on here. Just going to see how this goes. What I'm going to try and do is just grab the little bits of emerald where I don't have the orange. That made a weird colour. And the crime scene thickens. Yep. Orange and emerald make green. That's okay, because I've got green on the page somewhere. I've got green in the paper. Oh, a bit on there. Crap it back. Look at that. Oh, we need a bit there.
Marie said it's definitely time to worry when the kids go quiet.
Yep.
I don't know why I say that nothing ever happens.
Yeah, right. They're your younger siblings. Are you worried?
Well, like, probably should be. But that's only because I read their personalities.
Well, I haven't been in the fridge yet. I was really glad to see that mine wasn't the only scowly faces this week. It wasn't that they were scowly faces getting ready to go to school. It was just that they couldn't smile at the same time. And then they couldn't smile at all. That was the only photo where they both had their eyes open. Back to my textbook, Mum. I think I'm getting conned. Who thinks I'm being conned here?
I said textbook, I'm going to pay for textbooks. Sorry, I pronounced that wrong.
This is the same kid that cracked up today that we've got. So we've got a new $35 microwave at work, and she's got a crappy second-hand one.
She chucked out the old microwave.
It broke. It didn't work. It didn't actually spin. It didn't do anything.
Okay.
You could go and get yourself a new microwave if you wanted to.
Like second-hand stuff.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Anyway, back to the textbook hunt after.
I'm not going to throw this out. I'd like to try and use that, but I'm going to end up knocking it somewhere. I will keep that.
Oh, we know what you
Okay, back to your textbook. Yeah, move that stuff out of the way from my...
So, one of the books that they've got listed doesn't get released until March. So I don't know how the uni has it. But
They don't have it. It's on pre-order. But they're not going to tell you that until you've parted with your money.
yeah, because
Sorry if anyone from the university is listening.
Angus and Roberts doesn't have it. Amazon don't have it. Demix don't have it. Dick Smith doesn't even have it.
Try Book
eBay
Depository.
doesn't have it. Book Depository. What's that?
Okay, so I've got gold and black in a pearlescent now, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of it around the edges here and there. Just give it a little bit of a grunge. And by doing this, what it does is it makes those bits look like, all those disparate bits of ink look like they were meant to be, because it sort of merges the different colours together a little, and it brings a little bit of continuity to it. So it doesn't look like I went, oh, let's try this colour, which is exactly what I did. Just rubbing a bit on top where it's too white. Let's put a bit of gold and black on here. Oh, now we've done that, let's put on our photo mats. Try not to get it on the white cardstock. Don't you just love it when I go off on a tangent? I'm not going to do the robots. I don't think. So normally I'd cut the middle out of these photo mats if I had photos, but I don't quite have photos yet. It's not that organised. I'll be honest.
Is that because the tile looks a bit rusty now?
Yeah.
And the rest of the tile looks awesome. Also has that one. Book Depository was worse.
Okay. Book Depository sometimes is the only place to buy textbooks, because Book Depository is in Australia and the UK. So I actually find sometimes they're the best place to buy visual art textbooks. Rightio. So, could you go and get a face washer and wet it, please? I really need to clean my hands. My hands are just really manky. So my frame is 12 by 12, but I don't want to see any more white, so I'm just going to cut like, let's have a look. What am I going to cut my white piece down to? Let's cut it down to 11 by 11 inches, and that way I can get the most out of it. And it's not going to be seen on the outside. Yep, got to bring baby wipes home from work. Oh, this one's been used for art before. Was that straight from me? That's straight from me. Oh, look at that. It has been used from art before. It's got black paint on it, this face washer. It was a baby one. Dearie me. Don't have any babies in the house anymore. Thank goodness.
No, I want to tell Amelia.
We're not going to hand that one down to grandchildren, are we? Rightio. Let's move that out of the way. I just don't want to put manky fingerprints on everything. Okay, so 11. And I have got a little tiny mark here, but I'm going to try and hide it underneath the frame. 11. Now I am using embossed linen, white embossed linen. Can you look that up, please, Naomi-Jon? It's called white embossed linen. It is actually, so in the Creative Family group this week, the kit that we used for our classes, if you bought the kit, which you don't need them, the classes are free. You don't need the kit to do the class, honestly. The kit we had this week had a piece of this in A4 size. I'm going to put, now I usually don't do this, but I'm actually going to put, I want this in the middle, right? I don't want to only have a skerrick on one side. So what I'm actually going to do is to force myself to get it right. I'm actually going to put my foam tape on this piece. Normally I'd put it on the piece that goes on the top, but I'm putting it on the background piece today because I don't actually want to have it that my piece behind, which I can't see when I put the top on, is, you know, distorted and warped and hanging off on one side. I'd like it to be a little evenish because it does make it easier to put it in an album later on. Eventually when they go into an album. Usually when I move house, which, we moved house twice in 1 year, but previous to that we hadn't moved in 20 years.
You'll love this. Deborah can try to con her children and her grandchildren, take the grandchildren to a dinosaur expedition for more dino stuff. She just needed a logical justification.
Milton, how was your party, Naomi? There you go, Trish asked. Milton actually is the one that said on, because we were pretty buggered on Saturday evening after, because we packed, cleaned and moved all in one day, the kids, so Naomi and Milton. So that place is actually cleaner than when we took possession of it a year ago. And there were some marks on the entry report that are no longer on the walls because we've now cleaned them off. This is why we only expose a tiny bit in each corner. I'm going to stand up for this. So Milton said on Saturday evening, tomorrow let's go to the museum and get some photos for the dinosaur products. So there we go. Amelia Ann has like 50 million photos on her iPod, and most of them are quite likely to be not what the subject wants to be photographed, but you get that. We told her she wasn't allowed to photograph other people, but she does like taking a good video of you inappropriately. And she does know she's not allowed to video anyone in the toilet anymore.
That was a conversation.
That's several conversations to get to that. It's okay. It was Noah's iPod before it was hers, and it's like, it looks like a mobile phone iPod, and we've had the same discussions with him about said iPod and toilets. And if I have these two parallel, so if I have this one and this one parallel, it doesn't look, so when I do a page, I try not to have too much crooked and messy because it can just end up looking like messy, like I just went slap, slap, slap. So, well, that's my feeling. That's just me. You probably think differently to me, but that's how I think, and I overthink things. I do understand that I do overthink just about everything in life. So if I'm going to do 3 photos like this, I'm not going to have this on the same degree angle as these, but I'd like to have these two parallel, so it doesn't quite look as, so if I did sort of this, it starts to get a bit, you know, spaghetti on the flourish. You know what I mean? You probably don't, but, you know, it's just one of my weird little strange things. And I do like strange. Okay, so let's start sticking, because I think I have fluff-assed around or muck-assed around or fluffed around enough for this page that now it's just probably going to come together quite well. Yeah, I do have 2 rolls of tape on the go. I usually run out of tape all at once, so if I have 2 on the go, yeah, it's not as bad, because if I only use 1 at a time, then what happens is I run out of tape and I get the other one out of the drawer, but then I actually forget, go, oh yeah, I've got tape. But if they're on the go, both on the go, then I am more likely to buy tape. because I don't have any scroungy bits of any crappy stuff left. I used all that during 2020. Sorry, I'm waffling. So I'm actually putting foam like down the sides of things, like so that where these bits stick to the page, they're raised up and they're not going to flop down. Oh, I need to trim a bit off there. And cut that very well. Just showed up. Like that. Okay, let's stick our photos on. I'm thinking they're good. I hope that made sense. I often like things to be some kind of balance in my eyes. I don't like. Yeah. What happened to Donna?
She took her grandson to the Rubina dinosaur expedition, and it was really bad. Apparently, she didn't get enough any.
Oh,
photos.
most of our photos are going to be fuzzy. You know what I should do is I should scrapbook pages about the collections. Just thinking out loud. It would actually make sense. I'm not sticking this down. I am sticking it down. It's not going to come off. I'm using espresso tape. And other things are going to hold these bits in. So I'm going to put my clear ruler, and remember it's back to school time, so you should be able to pick up a clear ruler somewhere. Like Big Dub or Kmart. Just, this is a centering one, but it's in centimeters and it's not 12 inches between the grid. Full of crap. But it's good. It works. I don't have it to be 12 inches. I just have it because it's a clear ruler that I can see through and I can make sure things are straight. And I'm talking with my hands again, so sorry. Yep.
Jacqueline said great idea. Donna said that one of the tents was dedicated to the Smurfs. She's just wondering what the Smurfs have to do with the dinosaurs.
They are an archaic and out-of-date piece of pop culture.
Please explain.
Please explain. Yep, sorry, we shouldn't do that out on open Facebook. Whoopsie, sorry.
In text reference, Pauline Hanson One Nation Party, I think it was like...
Yep. Do we need to reference that?
Probably not. Just covering all bases.
Not in Queensland, we don't. Okay, sorry, we've digressed here. Oh, I need to put his neck in. So let's stick the neck piece flat. So we get a bit of dimensionality. And isn't dimensionality like one of the words in the Jersey Boys? We've been listening to Jersey Boys again. Soundtrack. Naomi had it in my car. I think she's swiped it and it's now in her car. Rightio. And then let's put this arm flat. So you've got to have something. We don't have to. You do whatever you like. Something's up and something's down. So we had a big week of special dinners. So I made special spaghetti and meatballs on Tuesday night for Quentin's last dinner at home. Silly me, like last chance I was going to get for a week for him to cook a meal. And then I did, and that's on foam, that hand. And then that was Tuesday night. So Wednesday night I did For the kids, I made them gnocchi and chicken and mushroom and gnocchi because, you know, I felt really bad that the dad was gone, and, you know, as you do. And then Thursday night, because Naomi's home tonight and it was our last chance to have a risotto without Naomi because she's not meant to eat rice with her eczema. So yeah, I've spent my week cooking. But tonight all I did was the wedges, and Noah and Naomi did the salad and so on. She's still looking for that textbook, by the way, people. Did we get a neck bit? No. Oh no, we had a bolt.
Meredith's just wondering, because she's currently doing another page we're watching.
Yep.
Which, how do you stick like cardstock, I believe, to glitter card?
Oh, Dimensional Magic. Dimensional Magic is your best bet, Meredith. Because, well, yeah. Red tape works as well, but you really need it to stick. Like, glitter card does not like having things stuck to it. Just so you know, I love foam tape. I love having some things up and some things down, and you know, she's getting different shoes, just so you know. She's definitely having different shoes. I'm going to stick this down flat. The arm's down flat and the hand is raised up. Oh, jeez, Louise. I think she needs different coloured shoes. Let's go green shoes or red shoes? Red shoes, I think. Sorry, that's a universal symbol for Elisa's looking for her scissors. So bookings are meant to have closed for our February install retreat. If you're still wanting to come, you need to let us know ASAP, but to book in now you will have to pay, it's $150. That includes morning tea, lunch and afternoon tea on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It also includes dinner and dessert on Friday night and Saturday night. We do a minimum of 1, 2, 3, probably 4 classes. You get a whole swag load of stuff. So you actually get more stuff than what you do when you come to a virtual retreat. Now, I have had some murmurings from some people that they would like some sort of kit offering of the collection used at the install retreat. It will be a new paper collection. The next one is going to be a paper collection called The Islands, and I have had people ask if I will be offering some sort of kit, not necessarily the retreat kit, but some sort of kit. So let me know if you're interested in that. Now, I had a flare button to go on her as a badge and it said cool.
Meredith said that it's the title, the little title from what Week 50's page with the flamingos.
Can you bring me up a picture on your screen, one of your screens of it? Can anyone see what I've done with my cool flare button? Oh, crud. Naomi-Jon's come home from Brisbane. She's only home for about a month or so. And, you know, she pulled up in the driveway before us after work. She did come to work and help me get some cutting done today. Some orders for people. And she pulls up in the driveway and she's getting the stuff out of the car and she goes, oh, by the way, Mum, I'm going to have to get another art journal because I left my art journal that I teach my classes from in Brisbane. I'm like, oh, that's okay.
Accident.
It was an accident, my foot. She's got an eye on a new... Oh, crap. She's got an eye on a new art journal.
Okay, the one with the denim and the alternate pieces.
Yes, I do have denim ones to release, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Will they be released by tomorrow?
Well, if we get our butts into gear. I do have it all organised to do, but I just haven't done it yet.
It's this one, Mother.
So, what are we sticking? Oh, Dimensional Magic. Meredith, that was Dimensional Magic I stuck the cardstock to the glitter with. Yeah. Has to be Dimensional Magic, that. Okay, so I'm going to use a little tiny bit of 450 to stick. I could use a piece of foam tape, but I'm thinking I'm just going to stick 450.
They're all interested in the kit. What was the kit for tonight's class?
Tonight, I have no idea.
Or what was the kit that you mentioned?
No. If we do the paper collection we do for the retreat, it won't be exactly the same as the retreat kit, but is anyone interested in... Someone asked if I would be doing a pack or some sort of kit that was similar to what we did for the retreat. We do for the retreat. Just, yeah.
Yes.
Do we need to fill... They're in the cupboard now. I think food is on the minds of the kidulings. What does she want? Do we need to fill? Okay. So I'm going to use this piece, and I'm going to use this piece, this rusty stuff, and maybe a little bit of this to fill my robots letters that are open. So I'm going to find my glue. So they're not all open. The R isn't open. We do have a flare button that has this robots word on it, just black on white. It's just so super simple. It's in a... Well, it's not in a set, it's a single, I think. So we took actually a cutting machine to Brisbane with us last weekend and didn't cut a single thing. Yep, that's correct. We took a machine all the way to Brisbane and we didn't cut a single thing. We spent time with the kids. We're just so busy though.
Move an entire house and do a bond
Yeah.
clean.
We did do move an entire house, and yes, we did do a bond clean. We scrubbed the walls, cleaned everything, and like I say, it is cleaner than when we moved in. The kids kept it pretty clean. They were pretty good. And Milton had been doing a good job trying to get the grass, like he had the grass nice. Then Quentin mowed it and he got upset. But I'm sure it's already grown since. So let's stick that there. I'm just filling this with these sort of Scrapbook parts. And we need something for the top of the T and the B and the O. We're going to use a little bit of this. Let's cut this out first and then we can see what it looks like. Oh, can you go? They're fighting about who's sharing and who's not. Of course they are. Yeah. Just so you all know, our cats managed to make half a wheelie bin of rubbish while we were gone and put it in the wheelie bin. Damn cats. And it's always stinky rubbish. I don't think it's the cats. Okay, so I'm just cutting this out. I've got the scissors on an angle underneath so that I'm actually cutting like just behind. I don't know if you can see that. So just behind. It's not pretty on the back. It's never pretty on the back when I do this. Just being a little careful. Now, if you get one of these robot swords, and she has, well, she's grumbled about it, but she has approved cutting them. And you know what, sometimes, you know, when she goes back to uni, I'll just cut whatever I want. Because I don't mind peeling it. And I'm a bit of a workaholic. Yeah, you're just going to be careful not to rip your ass off. She's sniggering at me. What are they fighting over?
No.
Really? A fresh one or the frozen stuff?
No, Amelia decided that she wanted a cupcake for dessert. So she ate the cupcake.
She's had 2 cupcakes for two of the little, they're only tiny little. She's had 2 for afternoon tea.
Yes, she ate the cupcake and then she said, no, I want the mango now. And I was just like, but you're not going to get a mango. She's like, well, then I'll have another cupcake. And I'm like, no, you'll get mango tomorrow night because you've already had dessert. It was the cupcake. You can't eat your dessert that you decided first with and then change your mind to get a different dessert.
Oh my gosh. And the eyes of a 6-year-old. She can have a nectarine if she wants one. Because she's out there crying, isn't she?
She's drawing.
What's that?
She's drawing. Jacqueline said that Noah's robotics photos would be really good for us.
They would be really good. So when I ducked into the school office today to drop off the girls' blouse that we ended up with instead of our second boys' shirt, we saw the trophies. It's the first time I haven't seen the trophies in real life for robotics that they won. So they're actually made of Lego. They're pretty awesome. I think they're glued together, but I don't think you can pull apart. But they're pretty awesome trophies.
Wouldn't that be a disaster? You got to return them at the end of your year of having.
I don't think they have to return them. I think they get to keep them.
Yeah, but like imagine if like they needed to, and then they dropped it on the way, and it broke into a million pieces, and they had to rebuild it.
Only Naomi-Jon's going to think of that, or me. Let's just say that did run through my head at stage day.
It's a serious moment. It's like, what if?
I haven't asked him how math went. He had math for the first time today, so It's got Mr. Hayes.
Good
Awesome
math teacher.
senior math teacher. Awesome math teacher.
Awesome man.
And Mr. Shields, he's got for English.
He's
Awesome
good.
English teacher. So both of these, Noah's English teacher and math teacher, Naomi had both of them
I
for
didn't
senior.
have Mr. Shield, but he was
Yeah,
really good.
you did.
No, I didn't
No,
have Mr.
who
White.
had Mr. Shields?
The other class.
No, you had him for one of your classes.
No, I had him as a backup teacher. When
Oh,
when I
okay.
went to
We must
visit.
have had him for something. He's good. I'm just going to
Once a
say.
week.
We must have had him for parent-teacher interviews for something, because we've had him for some parent-teacher interviews with Naomi. He's a good teacher. Oh, that's right. Blake was more artistic than the art teacher.
It's always an interesting.
But yeah, so sorry, we always digress. We always get sidetracked. But yes, Noah is very impressed. Maybe we had Mr. Shields with Mum. I don't know who we had him with. Okay, so I'm just going to scrape away. I've got a little bit of glue here. I'm just going to remove it. Because Dimensional Magic does dry shiny, so I do try and not have shiny bits. Rightio. So I need something else for these two. Yeah, let's. I'm just going to use a bit of this. But I'm going to see this bit down the bottom with the studs. I'm actually going to remove that. I'm going to attach that to her skirt. I like that. Ooh, 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 ooh. So if too much comes out, you can just use a nozzle as a spreader. Yeah, like that. Because that's what happens when you get a bit of dust. So I'm going to put a trim on her skirt. See? I know that's a bit judgmental and probably, you know, sexist saying girl robots wear skirts, but you know where I'm coming from. My girls like wearing skirts. I don't wear skirts at the moment. Okay.
Skirts are nice to wear, but they're not always convenient.
No. I think they do look cool. The robots. I think they are cute. We're eyeing off something else by this artist for a range later in the year. I do think we need to go down that path. I like supporting artists that just make stuff, that design images and do, because this is a bit of acrylic and a bit of, a bit of everything on this. Just really make artwork that makes beautiful paper. Like not every, we've actually bought images, like commercial licenses, only a couple, and the images haven't been good enough, haven't worked well for paper, so it is a bit trial and error-ish if it's going to work or not. Not everything flows well. They do have some stuff that we like, that we're thinking about using. Okay, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna just snip this bit off here and stick it behind the top of the T, just so when I get to the end of this, that'll be done. Okay. Are you telling me what the messages are? Or you're on your phone trying to find your textbook? Oh, she's gone. Bugger, I'm so sorry. My scribe's nicked off. Okay, I'm just... So in the middle, what I do is I just poke a hole and then I shove the scissors in there and come in from behind on the angle. So once you've wet cardstock as much as I've wet this, I've made sure it's dry before I've started sticking and doing that. But it's still, you know, I've really over-wet it. It does split a little, so you still have to be a little gentle. Otherwise you could rip, you know, rip the business out. That hurt. I just stabbed myself with the scissors. I didn't realise you'd gone. You were sneaky. I was asking you what all the messages were because you weren't reading them out. I said, oh, you're too busy looking up your textbook, and I looked up and you were gone.
Well, I've been at the TV, so I was like, oh, I'm going to go and fix that problem. They're currently channel flicking.
They're currently channel flicking.
93 in Brisbane, or 53, depending on what TV you got. It is currently King Kong.
Oh, okay. I did see that it's the Jack Black one, isn't it?
Yeah. And then on 76, it's the Defined Sisters of Yaya, or the Defined Secrets of the Yaya Sisters or something.
Yeah.
Has Maggie Smith in it, so it's got to be.
Last night we had... He wanted to watch the original Point Break, and then he wanted a breakdown on, because I was telling him about the different actors in it, like Patrick Swayze's in the original Point Break. So then we were talking about Patrick Swayze's dance career, and because Noah and I have also watched a Patrick Swayze documentary before, so he likes to watch docos with Mum, so rightio. I like that. It's a bit mishmash, a bit patched together. Crazy robots rule.
Larry said the title looks really good, and Donna said about the skirts that the kids knew at school that if Mrs. Ritchie was wearing a skirt or a dress, it was going to be a 40+ degree day, so only on special occasions.
Okay, so I'm going to put some foam behind where my word is going to be down below the frame. I'm hoping that this is where it's going to be down below the frame. I'm definitely going to support the S because I've been a bit vicious with my S and nearly ripped it off the T. Just so you know. Maybe I might fix that. Dad will be happy he gets more freebies.
Hey, Noah's spongy with the freebies, by the way. We're trying to train it.
Noah was packing freebies this afternoon, and apparently he was a little scungy.
Four freebie things to a bag.
Oh no. Did you repack them?
No, I haven't yet. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. So I put a reminder on my phone so I don't forget.
Noah the freebie scunge. I'm just going to put a little... Oh god, I left the lid off it again. Just going to put a little bit of dimensional magic on the top of the R and the top of the T. Oh, got to peel back off the tape. I've made a big mess making this page. I'm really excited to see what you all make with this. I'm very, very proud of this paper collection. I'm proud of them all, but I really do love this paper collection. And you'll notice as I go along that each collection goes with the collection before and the collection before. I'm trying to build them up as a usable group of products that work together, so that you can come along and grab something from Aussie Grunge and something from Springtime Tea Party and something from Robot Antics and something from Redwood Farm, and they should all work together. But I'm also trying to fill in some gaps, like owning a scrapbooking store. I do see what people want and what they levitate to. I do realise that we need more boy products, and I also realise we need, like, so we need yellow. We're sorry, but we need yellow, like a nice clear yellow. So that is on our to-do list, is something yellow. There's a tiny bit of yellow in this collection, but there'll be more yellow in upcoming collections. But yeah, just trying to have it that the products work together, but then are different enough to be interesting. Yes.
Can I talk now?
Yes, you can talk now, because I'll stop waffling. Okay, I get the drift.
Well, you got on me because I was reading comments and
Yes, now I'm just off waffling. I'm on the waffle, yes.
Deborah said that she got a pass and this weekend again some fabulous freebies.
Yes.
And
Deborah got, actually some of you have been getting freebies that aren't even released yet. I'll have to talk to my husband about that. Giving people freebies that aren't actually out yet.
Yes, well, that's purely, if you want to have a talk with someone, you should have a talk to Kate then. Because she's going through her teenager or toddler years. I have no idea.
We've got machine issues. And our new machine hasn't arrived yet. We still don't know. They keep pushing out the delivery date for our new machine.
And Deborah also said that she loves the dynamic and depth, the colours in the pages.
There we go. Crazy robots rule. What do you reckon? And see on the back? Oh, I love that piece of paper. Sorry. You know how I know it's nearly time to finish the class? The cream on my face has really melted, and the ointment stuff on my nose has really melted and ends up in my mouth. Oh, it's just foul.
Oh, Marie said that she is going to order some more of your collection. Her hubby doesn't always let her order lots at once, so this in the last
Marie's
order,
got a little bit of stuff at the store already,
yes.
I think.
Yeah, well, she chose over the kitty paper this time, because, you know.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. I picked her order.
The kittens.
So I'm just writing on here that these are 3 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch photos. And I do this for myself because it does, you can see it, make it easy for you, but it makes it easier for me when I go to stick photos on pages. I can go, oh, yep, I know what I'm going to put on there. I know what size I need. And I can just put it together. Look at that. I do like that. I'm so excited to use it. Amelia's going to be pretty bummed that I use it. So, before her. So I haven't stuck down behind the antenna. I'll probably put a little tiny bit of foam behind here once I get a photo on. As it is, I'm going to have to pull that up to put my photo on.
Am I teaching mixed media in the morning tomorrow?
Naomi-Jon's teaching a mixed media class at 9:30 tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'll be scribing. We have the shop to run as well. So, we'll see how we go. I could punish it because I was scribeless the other day, but I won't do that because I'm nice.
I took the day off work. Do I need to fill out a form or something?
The night, yes, it's okay. that there is a joint, you know, an arm joint, not a joint. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. What do you think? I like that. I'm pretty happy with it. Thank you.
Shara Pennell suggested an Easter egg.
An Easter range, yes. Well, we've got a mini collection for Easter coming. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Sandy, Deborah, Diane. Thank you all 35 of you for watching. Yeah, thank you all. Really appreciate you all. And you make getting out of bed in the morning. Oh, Liz, thank you. And Carolyn, Beck, Sandy, Marge, Carol, Cherie, Marie. I hope I haven't missed anyone. You guys make it worth getting up in the morning and going to work. Honestly, you just, I think it needs that. Yeah, let's stick it there. Yeah, you guys really just, make it such a pleasure. I've always loved teaching. Like, I've been teaching scrapbooking for a really, 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 really long time. Like, nearly 19 years. Yeah, nearly 19 years. Okay, 18 and a half years, something like that. And I can honestly say, it has always been a joy, but it's really, truly a joy now. But yeah, you will inspire me. So there we go. I could come along and put a dotted dimensional magic, like you could come along and put a dotted dimensional magic on these bolts and that. So I might do that later. Oh look, I'll do it now. I'll do one and I'll come along and do the rest to, I'll have to get Naomi to show you this in her class, or I'll show you this on Monday maybe. But yeah. There we go. Awesome. See, I digressed. Thank you very much. Take care. Stay safe.